of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Well, I tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, and EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the...
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings
The
up
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Kaepernick going to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Bengals 40-yard line.
Now Cook. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carrier.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby, the 30. And he will bring it back It's a pick six for Bengals TD. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive, and following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First carry for Latavius Murray. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Latavius Murray.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Complete to
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Kaepernick. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here come the Bengals now to take over.
And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
This is caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen's throw is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Come on, baby.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll run with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And 8.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On second down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short.
They don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
If they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Golden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. at their own 20.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Allen. Right side caught by Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down. It's Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flushed out right. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Kaepernick now on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Kaepernick again. That'll be complete to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting, as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Tackle made at the
A big play there out of Cook. 64 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is caught. Watkins.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 22.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The 43-yard.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Tennessee.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Kaepernick's pass complete to T.J. Hockenson.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it brings up.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Bengals 28, Titans 21.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
On play action, Allen. It's complete to Brand, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
Now it's Hunt. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Golden Tate.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Nugent hits the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds, that is
hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
7 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Kaepernick to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28.
Gain of 13.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Kaepernick now on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Kaepernick going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's to the 10, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well. but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one?
Mike Nugent for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Nugent tacking on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And the numbers show it, low involvement early, but since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Kaepernick again. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll dump this off to Cook.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I